Hello, everybody. This is Anthony Rivet for Your Brothers podcast. I'm from Quebec City, Canada. I'm a personal transformation expert, and now my purpose is to help stressed out professionals transition into a new, exciting, and inspiring career. First of all, this podcast was created 3 years ago in 2019, so I only have 5 episodes, but only audio. And back at the time, I didn't have any big reason why to do the show, so I quit very quickly. So I really want to make this show possible now, and I have many, many amazing guests coming for you. So if we go back in 2016, I was selling insurance door to door. But the thing is, at the time, I had very self-destructive behaviors. I was taking drugs recreationally from 2013 to 2016, but first it was with like raves, having fun with my friends, going to EDM events, and eventually this turned out to be not just with friends, but alone at home for no particular reasons at any time of the week. And because I didn't like my job, the drugs were an easy way for me to feel better because my life sucked. So if we fast forward to the summer 2016, I had a near death experience, in my opinion. Maybe it's not the same, like clinically speaking, near death, but I'm just telling you how I will explain you how I felt and you can judge for yourself. So I've been taking drugs for 3 days in a row at the time. It was summer, I think August 2016. I was at home at my apartment at the time with my ex girlfriend. I was emptying the dishwasher and I felt like electricity in my heart, like one shot. Like, this is not normal. And then it came again. So I said to my partner at the time, please come, I don't feel good. I lied down on the couch and I could not feel my face. I could not feel my arms. It was tingling fully. I was sure I was having a heart attack. And I was a bit delusional too because of lack of sleep. So I was screaming, Grandma, Grandma, I don't want to die. I'm too young to die. Because my grandma is an angel now. She's with God in heaven. So I was sure I was passing away. It was time for me to go. So finally, we called the ambulance, and they made me breathe normally because I was hyperventilating. That's why I was like, and not feeling anything in my body. And the funny part, in maybe tragedy and comedy, is I didn't go out on the stretcher. I was okay, so I just took my sneakers and they put me in the ambulance, and they said, Anthony, come, we're going to the hospital. So when I arrived at the hospital, I will always remember this one woman. I don't know her name, I don't know her face, just the things she said changed my life forever. She said, Anthony, you only have one heart. Take care of it. And from that moment, I started a little rehab program. So it was supposed to be around 4 weeks, but I remember it was maybe I stayed for 2 or 3 weeks because I had some tools that I could use on the weekends and some coaching things with my family that was helping me to process faster than people at the rehab center. So after 3 weeks, I said to the psychologist, I think it's time for me to go. I'm not spending my time in the most efficient way here. So she said, okay. So she checked me, everything was fine. So they released me. And funny enough, on the other side of the street of this rehab center was a mixed martial arts gym called Nova Gym. And I want to say thank you to Daniel Laflamme and the coaches there and all the people there for helping me transition from a life of destruction to a life of health, new friends, good habits. So I became addicted to MMA back in 2016. And I was absolutely obsessed. I was training 6 days a week, once or twice a day. And after less than a year, I said to my coach, man, I would like to have a first amateur fight. But he told me, Anthony, you're too green, you're too new, your wrestling is not on point. But if you show me that you are consistent with the wrestling in other parts, then I can try to find you a beginner too from a different gym. So I was training for that at the time, and during one sparring session with advanced guys, I got knocked out in the left eye. I fell on the ground. I'm 6'4", so it's a big fall. and I was knocked out. It was a flash knockout, but still, it was a big concussion for me. So you know what? It took me 4 months to recover. I had symptoms, headaches, fatigue. I was sleeping 16 to 18 hours a day, like a child almost. I was going to the kitchen. I said, Mom, I need to go back to bed. I tried to go at the end of the street. Headache, I have to come back. So, and I'm a big believer that in life you attract yourself accidents and disease to teach you something about yourself, to teach you how to come back to your authenticity. If you're going too fast, if you're not, if you don't take care of yourself, and that was a big moment for me. So after that, I fast forward to beginning of 2018. I discovered a language learning platform called italki, and on this platform, I wanted to learn Russian. Back in the time, like, I'm just very curious. There was no particular reason why I wanted to learn Russian. Just I was curious about it. So I started this, and I met a girl online. So she was teaching me Russian, and I was teaching her English. And after 2 weeks, we realized this is maybe more than just language exchange. We start to have feelings for each other. So the first 4 months of our relationship, it was only on by WhatsApp and Skype. There was no physical contact. But then I had a vision. I was in my bed around 5 or 6 a.m. It was like half a dream, half awake. And I had a dream that I would marry this girl. I was in a church and I could see me getting married with her, with my family there, and my grandma as an angel over me. So I said it to my parents. I had the tears of inspiration, and they had the tear of inspiration, and I just knew I had to go. So exactly 4 years ago, July 12th. So when this show will be, when this episode will be released, it will not be July 12th, but just I'm recording it today, and you will see. So 4 years ago, I came to Georgia. I had no money. My father gave me $500 just to survive. No money. I didn't know the language. I didn't have any friends. I just knew my soon-to-be wife. I had nothing, no business, almost like maybe a couple lessons a week. I was teaching French and English online, but just barely to survive, barely. And now it's 2022, 4 years later. I'm married for the last 3 years. I have a 1-year-old daughter. I built a business online. I'm permanent resident of Georgia, but going back to Canada soon. I speak the language. I'm not perfect in the language. My wife would say, hey, you're not so great, but it takes time. So it's okay. So why I'm telling you tell you all of that is because I want to share with you, if you have the vision of doing something and you are courageous enough to go for your dreams, go for what you really want to do, instead of being stuck in the fear of society, or like your parents telling you what you should or should not do, your priests, your teachers, friends. If you listen to your heart, and this is something you can learn to do. Yeah, it takes some skill. So meditation, gratitude. You will see these themes coming over and over during the show. But if you connect to yourself and you can get in the habit of listening to what is right, amazing things will happen to you. And you will always be supported by the universe to actually realize these dreams and these visions, even if it's hard and if you will have challenges. And I had many, many setbacks to get where I'm at today, and I'm still learning. Everything is just coming along slowly but surely. So in this show, we're gonna welcome guests from all parts of life, but mostly people related to coaching in some aspects, or teaching, business people, entrepreneurs, people who like to learn, who like to grow. And that's why I think it's gonna be good for you to listen to them, especially if you feel stuck in a job that you don't like, and you wonder like, what else, man? I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. This cannot be. It cannot be just like this. Okay. So they will come. They will share their stories of adversity, how they conquered their fears. They went to new countries and stuff like that. It will be very interesting. I will ask good questions because I love interviewing people. I've been coaching and teaching for 4,000 hours already over the last 4 and 5 years, coaching more than that, but anyway, I'm losing track. So, yeah. So people ask me, Anthony, why your brother's podcast? Well, what is this name, Your Brother? Is it because you're religious? Is it just like, hey, bro, brother? No. So for me, the brother is a symbolism. I'm the big brother in a family of four. So I have three siblings, two sisters, and one brother. I'm the big brother. For me, the big brother, he's always there he wants to help you succeed. He wants to help you grow, and he's there for you to tell you the truth when nobody else is telling you the truth. So in this show, I will not be afraid to say things as they are. I will be authentic, transparent. There will be very little editing, just maybe like a video, like intro, outro, but I will try to keep things the most authentic possible to let people speak their truth. So your brother represents wisdom, help. I want you guys to succeed. And I will be kind of your big brother, no matter the age you have. If you're older or younger than me, I'm 30 years old. It doesn't matter. Your brother's podcast. I'm here for you. I'm doing this show for you. For me, it's, of course, I'm learning with my guests, but I want the world to know amazing people, what they have to offer, what they have to say. And the mission of the podcast is to eradicate mediocrity by creating a world where everyone shares their greatest gift. So it's a big mission. It's going to take time. I'm very patient, but I promise you I will not give up, and I'm committed to make it work. The show will be released twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I'm already going through some episodes now, big recordings, but they will be released then like by drip, so twice a week over the summer and more. I have already over 40 guests confirmed for July, August, and September. So, and some people have quite a big success. So I was very lucky. I just took a chance. So that may be a lesson for you guys. Give people the chance to say no if they want to say no. I reached out to people who have way more success than me. And still they said yes, because they said, Anthony, you have a good mission. It's interesting. I feel like it's something refreshing. There are some other shows about inspiring people on the internet, but everybody is unique. And I don't believe it's a competition, because you can have your own podcast, and maybe this will inspire you to do it. You can have your own podcast, and even if you interview people like me, there will be other people, and they will always have something else to say based on your personal experience. Yeah. So also, if you feel that you will be a good fit for the show, please reach out to me, guys. I'm super open-minded. If you think you have inspiring stories, that you have success and you want to share your story with us, just reach out to me. My name is Anthony Rivest. So we don't pronounce Rivest, it's Rivet. So Rivest, you see on the screen, of course. So you can add me on Facebook, on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn for more professional stuff. And the show, of course, I will be the owner of Your Brother's Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So reach out to me as you want, and I will cover if it's a good fit that we can have an episode together. All right. Also, this show I'm going to create an account for Patreon. So if you feel inspired to give money, and I know I'm going to say that every episode, but guys, for me, this show is so important. And if you want to contribute financially to it, even if it's a couple bucks, it will be so appreciated. So I will be so grateful for that, because I want to invest in equipment. Now you see what is my equipment. I have these earphones, and I just use my MacBook from 2013. I'm very maybe OG in terms of equipment, but I decided this is not going to be an excuse for me to create something great. So equipment will come, mic will come. I have other good earphones when the mic will come. Okay, I'm digressing now. So just Patreon will be available to financially support me. I think that's it, guys. If you have any other questions, please feel free to comment, give me a like, subscribe, share with your friends, with your families. Let's build this community together. I was always impressed by people who had big YouTube channels and how they can create this sense of community and branding and business, and like have the conversation going with many people, not just one-on-one, because I'm so used to work one-on-one, and now it's a challenge for me to see one in the many and touch many people's lives and have great feedback from that. So thank you so much for that. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.